everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Wednesday, June 22nd, 2016. Starting off the day with Sony. They say their PlayStation Neo will not shorten the lifespan of the current PS4. Well, of course not. The Xbox 360 Elite had no effect on the lifespan of the 360, nor will the new 3DS have an effect on the lifespan of the 3DS. You'd have to be Sega in order to kill your own system. Tabletop Simulator has added VR support. Hey guys, stop! No, that's not how you play chess. Star Wars Battlefront has gotten a huge update, and as always, find a link to the full patch notes in the description down below, as well as links for sources for all of today's stories. Now available on Steam is the streaming software known as XSplit. The basic version is free as always. Watch Dogs 2 will be the first large-scale game by Ubisoft in a long time that will not have their formula watchtowers to show you where the game's missions are. Yay, a change of pace. CD Projekt Red has an interesting method for doing random card packs for their upcoming Gwent standalone game by giving players an option to choose from 3 rares when opening a pack. That's really nice. The new Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wind is going to be fully voice acted except for Link, who will remain silent. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo. The creators of Burnout are working on a new IP that has been cancelled, and the team at Criterion is now working on a Star Wars game for EA. If you play Hotline Miami 2 and are looking for more stuff to do, you're in luck, because a level editor is now out on PC, Mac, Linux, Android, PS4, PS3, and PS Vita. Finally, for teasers, he's at it again. The streamer known as Rudism has taken to playing Dark Souls 3 with a pair of dance pads. Did Blizzard remove a feature from Overwatch? Find out today on News Cartridge. I'm not happy about this one. So there was a mistake that was made yesterday due to a translator putting in his own narrative. During a live stream, it was reported that the creator of Mighty No. 9 had said that his game was better than nothing. Eurogamer reports, according to the actual transcripts of the stream, Inafune, the creator of Mighty No. 9, said something entirely different. He actually said, "I'm kind of loath to say this because it's going to sound like an excuse, and I don't want to make any excuses. I own all the problems that came with this game, and if you want to hurl insults at me, it's totally my fault. I'm the key creator, I will own that responsibility." Obviously a much different tone than yesterday's "it's better than nothing," right? I was really excited to play Mighty No. 9 and just crap all over it. But now I'm not excited to do that anymore. It really looks like that he tried, and that's obviously worth some merit. Let's stop with the bandwagon hate. We all know the problems that this game had with delays after delays, but it's out now. I have seen some gameplay of it, and while I wasn't happy with what I saw, I want to try the game with a pair of fair eyes now. Did you know that if you're really good at Overwatch, it could increase your queue times? One of the best Widowmaker players complained to Blizzard that his queue times were absurd, so Blizzard looked into the matter and found that hundreds of players had used the in-game feature to avoid this player. Typically, this feature is used to avoid troll players and people who just cause grief, but players have been using this to avoid players who outmatch them in skill. Blizzard has now removed the avoid this player option from the game because it was breaking the matchmaking system. However, this doesn't solve the obvious problem staring them in the face of the horrible matchmaking system. Hopefully with ranked play coming next week, which it has to, this week is almost over, and they promised it by the end of June, players will be able to play games with other players that match their skill level. However, if you want to try out competitive mode right now for yourself, a public test server is now live, but limited to 10,000 concurrent players. Good luck on getting a spot. A little bit more Blizzard news because this one is so sweet. A player took to the Blizzard forums complaining that they had been silenced in Heroes of the Storm for reporting other toxic players. Blizzard responded by showing him his own posts, with their own brand of censorship of course, pointing to exactly why they were silenced. My favorite is this one, in all caps, of course. Awesome! The offensive words that can't reply to my insults took my pick. LOL, I will, politer word would have been mess with, him the whole game now. That's Blizzard censorship, by the way. I like it much more that way. Just goes to show you that sportsmanship is king, and no one owns any of the characters in a MOBA. Learn how to play too, you crybaby. To end today, Sony has been facing a 6-year class action lawsuit, and it's very quickly coming to a close. Back in 2006, when the PS3 launched, it had the ability to install a different operating system onto the console. So tech guys being tech guys, many users installed Linux onto their PS3. Then in 2010, Sony removed this function, facing disdain from PS3 Linux users. So much, in fact, they sued Sony, and Sony has now come to a settlement, but users must prove that they actually installed Linux. If you can prove under oath, along with your PS3 serial number, that you had used other OS to install Linux between November 2006 and April 2010, you could earn up to $55 US. Sony will also pay $9 if you can prove that you knew about the ability and intended on installing Linux, but that one may be a little bit tougher though, because I knew about that you could do this, and I thought it would be fun to do, but not only do I not know how to use Linux, I can't prove that I knew this either. Just goes to show you that maybe you shouldn't try to mess with the tech junkies that are serious about installing Linux on a PS3. It's the end of the show and tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Vermilion Watch, Moorgate Accord Collector's Edition, Prague 1, Abe VR, The First Spark, and Syndrome. For Nintendo Wii U, Splashy Duck. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And what if Bill Gates had a dime for every time Windows crashed? Oh, wait. He does.